That shut them down. That shut them down. Triple down. You captured Zone B. You have advantage. 2 for 1. Two for 1.
I could not ask for a better victory.
Alright, before we get started with this God Roll weapon review, I wanted to share with you guys a valuable lesson in the Destiny universe. That lesson is one that teeters on the thin line of being a person that plans ahead or has a mental disorder. Also, I wanted to be courteous of your time and give you some timestamps that will help you guys jump straight into the section of interest. Anyways, have you ever gotten a roll on a weapon and thought to yourself, man, this weapon would be good if XYZ archetypes were buffed, and then proceeded to dismantle it because it did not fit the current meta narrative? I've done that deed more times than I can count and proceeded to kick myself in the ass when the next DLC or sandbox update rolled around. Turning those low-tier archetypes into top-tier contenders. That is, until I started Selective Hoarding. Selective Hoarding is the process of acquiring a weapon that has a perk set, which could be a potential god roll in the right meta. My rule of thumb is to keep a weapon that has at least 3 out of the 4 columns containing desirable traits, because we all know Bungie's hard on for giving us weapons with Genesis in the perk pool.
It's time to stop! It's time to stop, okay? No more!
I don't know about you, but I've personally never heard anyone say God Roll and Genesis in the same sentence. Now, to give you guys an example for this current season, high impact scout rifles have been neglected for quite some time, and in my opinion will be buffed in either season 11 or 12. Therefore, rather than dismantling a scholar with fantastic rolls, I just lock it and throw it in the vault, hoping my investment will pay off in the next sandbox. This is exactly how I obtained this God Roll Galliard from the Black Armory Forges, Selective Hoarding. So if you see a good roll out there, guys, you see the potential in it, don't be so trigger happy to dismantle. Anyhow, besides this God Roll, I have obtained 2 more potential God Rolls to compare by grinding the forges over 100 times so that you didn't have to. But before we get started, I wanted to ask you guys a really big favor. Please drop a like down below if you enjoyed the video. It really helps out with the algorithms and allows me to possibly end up in the recommended section of YouTube, therefore being able to reach and help more Guardians. Also, I'll be giving away 2 Model O mouses at 5,000 subscribers. So be sure to smash that subscribe button to enter and ring notification bell so that you don't miss a chance to win. Regardless, your viewership is enough for me, and I am very grateful for your time and truly hope you guys benefit from this video in some way, shape, or form. Now, how to get your hands on one of these Guardian Shredders. You can get the Galliard-42 by defeating Forge Saboteurs located on the EDZ or Nessus. These Saboteurs pop up around the same time public events do and can be taken out quite easily. Also, you will know if one is there if there is a Black Armory box / chest present. Here are the locations on Nessus. And here are their locations on EDZ. Now, with that being said, I would not recommend doing it this way because I had one Black Armory weapon drop every 8 to 10 times I killed a Saboteur. The way I farmed for the Galliard-42 was by doing the forges and grinding out other God Roll weapon frames, and if I got one, that would be the cherry on top. If you didn't know, you can obtain one of the best 140 hand cannons in the game by doing forges, the Kindled Orchid. This hand cannon can roll with Kill Clip and Rampage, and I'm not just talking about the curated version. Also, you can receive the Tatara's Gaze, a sniper that can come with Quick Draw, Kill Clip, or Snapshot and Opening Shot. This way you are getting rewarded for your time investment trying to obtain the Galliard-42 rather than mentally burning yourself out. Now, on to the viable rolls I have received in this never-ending forge grind. Now, let's start with our first roll. We have SBO 28 front sights, light mag, under pressure which improves stability and accuracy the lower the magazine gets, and in the last column, we have Kill Clip with the Reload Masterwork. This roll is fantastic because it gives a gradual increase in stability and accuracy when the magazine gets lower. This boost will occur on the bottom half of the magazine. You can utilize this by pre-firing before entering an engagement. This will allow you to have a boost in stability and accuracy when shooting your first opponent, thus lasering them down in an instant. Since your magazine is already low, reload, activate Kill Clip, and let the kill streak begin. This roll is fantastic because it gives you the upper hand on the first engagement, then allows you to reload faster with light mag to activate Kill Clip right after. The next roll we have has SBO 28 front sights, ricochet rounds, dynamic sway reduction, and in the last column, Kill Clip, with a masterwork and handling. This variant of the Galliard-42 is fantastic for cleanups from medium to long ranges. With the masterwork and handling, lasering an opponent down after a snipe is easier than ever. But the best part about this weapon has just begun. Reloading after a cleanup will proc Kill Clip, thus allowing you to burn down the next opponent, then hold down the trigger to laser the third opponent if they are in close proximity. You are able to do this because dynamic sway reduction activates around the 10th bullet and will boost the accuracy of the weapon. This, combined with ricochet rounds, will give you unparalleled stability. If played in the right way, this auto rifle has the potential to wipe 2 to 3 players with ease on a consistent basis. However, in my opinion, the one thing these two rolls are missing is the ease of use factor, which leads me into the God roll I have for you guys today. This Galliard-42 God Roll comes with SBO 28 front sights, ricochet rounds, dynamic sway reduction, and rangefinder with a masterwork in range. Although this gun may not have damage dealing perks, it does have a set of perks that passively synergize perfectly with one another. This means that if you shoot this gun as it is intended to be shot, these perks will activate automatically. You may think to yourself, but hey, if I just reload with Kill Clip, I'll be able to burn down the next opponent. Yes, that may be true in quick play, but in a fast-paced competitive environment such as Trials, time may not be a luxury you have. Especially when you are not reloading out of necessity, but for the sole purpose of activating Kill Clip when your next opponent is right around the corner with a shotty or hard scoped with a sniper. This is, in my opinion, why passive perks have an advantage over damage dealing perks with prerequisites. Now, rangefinder combined with sway reduction gives this weapon a degree of accuracy over a distance only paralleled by the pre-nerfed hard light. This is because rangefinder increases the zoom and stretches the aim assist and accuracy cone. Now this, combined with the boost in accuracy provided by dynamic sway reduction, will make recoil completely irrelevant if you're on PC and give you an incredibly consistent auto rifle if you're on console. The weapon mods I would recommend for this gun would be targeting adjuster to compensate for any slight deviation when the weapon recoils. This is of course before dynamic sway reduction or under pressure procs. If you like vertical movement or use Top Tree Dawnblade as a warlock, I would recommend Icarus Grip for increased air accuracy. However, my personal preference is to use backup mag, so that you don't have to think about reloading when you're spraying down multiple opponents. As for your helmet armor mods, I would recommend stacking enhanced scatter projectile targeting since they only cost 3 energy each, totaling 6 energy. This will decrease aim down sight speed significantly and increase target acquisition. This also stacks on top of targeting adjuster, dynamic sway reduction, and under pressure. For your arms, I would equip the mod Enhanced Auto Rifle Loader because it only costs 1 energy. You can stack this as well if you want an even faster reload. For me though, I prefer using the second slot for fastball to throw my grenades farther. For your chest piece, I would equip the enhanced unflinching auto rifle aim, so that you can stay in your target even if you're getting shot from another direction. You can also stack this mod too for a more potent effect. Now with all that being said and done, will this auto rifle be able to keep up with the current competitive meta? Sure, you guys have already seen plenty of videos saying that this is the best legendary auto rifle in the game. And yes, I do agree with most of those opinions, even more so now than before because of the most recent hard light nerf. This nerf made more legendary auto rifle options viable because why use anything else if hard light had no fall-off damage and max stability? Now that the nerf has brought the hard light back in line with other auto rifles, the Galliard will truly start to shine in this meta. This is because of the ability to choose sights on a gun rather than barrels, giving this auto rifle a little more zoom and accuracy when ADSing compared to others in its class. In my opinion, unless the damage dealing perk is Rampage, having kill clip on this weapon will take away from its effectiveness because you would have to reload to proc it. This means that you are reloading not out of need, but for the want of a higher damage output, which can lead to you being killed in the process. If we had to rely on strictly primary weapons, like in year 1 of D2, I would recommend perks like Kill Clip or Multi-Kill Clip. But since we have a variety of special weapons that can instantly take out Guardians, the need for prerequisite damage perks become redundant in primaries. However, this does not mean that a role with Kill Clip is not viable in competitive environments. It just means that it is slightly less optimal than a Galliard with passive perks. The Galliard-42 already has an extremely low optimal TTK at 0.7 seconds. Having perks that are activated passively will be its greatest strength in competitive environments. Also known as you don't need to think, just shoot as intended and let Galliard take care of the rest. So the question is this the best legendary auto rifle in Destiny 2? I would have to say the answer is dependent on the user's preference. If you enjoy lasering people from the ranges beyond what a regular adaptive frame can achieve and also have the same consistency in medium ranges, then yeah, it is. But if you use auto rifles within the intended close to medium ranges, there are options just as good if not better suited for that playstyle, such as the Summoner and Gnawing Hunger. These auto rifles don't look as good on paper when comparing stats and perks, however, they feel just as crispy as the Galliard when dueling Guardians at intended ranges. I suspect that this may be due to not having the increased zoom from the scopes, making it harder to stay locked onto targets strafing from mid to close ranges. All in all, the Galliard-42 is in my opinion worth the time investment to obtain, but it is by far not the only optimal option in the category of adaptive frames. So if you are able to set aside time to get your hands on one, your grind will be rewarded handsomely. However, if you can't, there are other options out there that can perform just as good. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more reviews from a fellow casual trying to make it through the competitive world of quick play. I'll see you guys at the lighthouse. Peace.